Yo, Joe Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at the Tiger Force Duke and Ram boxed set from the G.I. Joe Classified series. And I am just now noticing that is a Python Patrol hiss that has been blown up in the background. I knew it was a hiss tank, but I did not notice the Python Patrol stuff until just now. I'd also like to point out, why does this look so tiny in this picture? It's the same way on, well, no, it does. It just looks really weirdly tiny for some reason. This is plastic-free packaging, but I mean, what vehicles aren't? When I was growing up, everything came in, like, I didn't like it when vehicles started being in window boxes, because that's when they started being pre-assembled. And part of the fun of a toy to me is putting the thing together. But if you've got it in a big window box, well, you have to show it off at least mostly assembled. I am happy we're getting back to the days where there can just be a bunch of pieces in this thing that I can put together. So this was Target exclusive, but also available on Hasbro Pulse. Mine came from Hasbro Pulse. Because Target just honestly has no idea what they're doing with pre-orders or anything else. Great artwork. Absolutely love this artwork. I think this is a great heroic looking Duke. The Ram, which, come on you guys, you couldn't have given it, made it like the Tiger Striker or the Striped Fury or something. It's just the Ram again. I feel like we could have done a little better with that. Back of the box, you've got a cool little picture of the toy, everything that's in the box listed over here. So let's open it up and take a look. I have been very excited about this one. When I was younger, when Tiger Force and Python Patrol first came out, I was out of Joe. And then in later years, when I kind of discovered or in the late 90s, when I sort of rediscovered my love for G.I. Joe. Oh, look at that. I just noticed that we've got a little different art going on right over here. Very cool. Oh, and I'm going to do a favor to everybody. I'm not talking about these anymore. Somebody commented on one of my Joe reviews a couple weeks ago. Something about stop doing this, because I used to incorrectly point out what these meant. And I feel like it was funny the first couple times I did it, but then I kept doing it and it was not funny anymore. And somebody said something really rude, but then deleted it. But I saw it before they deleted it. And whoever made that comment about stop doing that, you were right. So no more. You know where to go to find out what these mean. GIJoe.com. All right. Anyway. Oh, look at that. Pretty nicely packaged in there. Looks really good up against the blue. And I'm currently trying to get the Foot Locker out of the box because I opened the wrong side. There we go. Okay. So everything, that's everything. So this is the Foot Locker where all of the accessories are stored. You got number 40, Duke and Ram. Come on, guys. The Joe team at Hasbro right now is very creative. I expect better out of them than just Ram. All right, so this is I like this. This is cool that they've got it set up like a display. I like the Tiger Force background. And again, the blue really makes this motorcycle pop. And so to get back to what I was saying is when I first sort of became more aware of Tiger Force and Python Patrol, I didn't like them. I thought they looked stupid. Now as an older collector who appreciates things that are toyetic, that pop on the shelf, that are colorful and interesting to look at, I'm stoked about Tiger Force and Python Patrol. So yeah, I could not wait to get this version of the Ram that, to be honest, I think I prefer over the original. That's just drab olive green, and there's nothing wrong with a little drab olive green, but aren't tiger stripes more exciting? Oh, I thought I got that one. All right, we got one more. My gosh. There we go. All right. Set that aside, and we'll take a look at Duke first. We'll put the Look at this thing. Look at this. I love it. All right. Take a look at Duke first. This is the, well, technically the third version of Duke because we got the field variant version of the original Duke figure that recolored him slightly. I don't have that one. I never saw it in the store, and I wasn't going to bother ordering it because it wasn't a huge deal to me. I liked the original Duke just fine. I think he was probably the best of those blackout designs. This one is just more toyetic, more striking. He looks cool. I was kind of hoping they would put different boots on this one. I wish they had put some just regular lace boots, like lace-up boots, like they've got in the line now, on him. It's possible I might decide to do that myself, but it's also possible that that would have changed the height of the figure, and that's something maybe they don't want to do, because they did not change, and I don't have an original Tiger Force Duke, but the original Tiger Force Duke has brown hair, and they chose not to change the hair color on this one. He is just a tad taller than our 00 Snake Eyes, which is what I use as sort of the 1/12 scale retail standard. But let's take a look at him compared to the original Duke, whose holster is strangely out of place. I'll fix that. So you can see all just completely the same parts. Man, he's all askew. They did change his hair up, though. It's a little darker. The fade is a little darker. So they did change the hair. I don't know if I really have a preference. They both look pretty good. All the other parts are the same. You do have some, as far as paint differences, the original Duke, his epaulets are red. No paint on this one. And also the top, you can see where there's less paint on the newer shirt. But I kind of like it that way. I like the red collar on this one a lot. And he's still got the white undershirt. No paint on the belt, which seems a little lame, to be honest. And his communicator, or whatever that is, his Joe Pro, as people were calling them, which may be official, I don't even know, does not have the blue in it. Gloves, yeah, there's just less paint on this new one, except, of course, for his trousers, which have the tiger striping. He looks good. Putting him right next to the original, you realize just how much less paint is on this new guy, but he still looks good. I wish they'd painted the belt buckle at least. And they painted this little part up here on his bandolier. Why not, get that belt buckle too? Pretty good, though. Pretty good. Oh, interesting. I had completely forgotten that this Duke came with... I haven't touched this guy. He's been on the shelf. I haven't touched him in a while. I completely forgot about his binoculars that peg onto his belt there that he comes with. Yeah, all these devices and everything. So the biggest letdown, we'll put old Duke aside because I still like him quite a bit. So really, this Tiger Force Duke looks good. I wish they had put lace-up boots on him. I get why they didn't. Something I may do myself. The only thing that I really feel is a letdown, some paint on this belt. That's kind of this just brown, nothing belt. That's kind of lame. This really could have used a little bit of paint on it. Otherwise, I really like this look. The colors are cool and different. It's a weird case where he's more subdued than the original, and yet a little more interesting to look at as a toy. So, yeah. Very cool. I dig it. Let's take a look now at the Ram, the motorcycle portion of the Ram. Very nicely freewheeling rubber tires. They're just gorgeous. I love the white up front here and the way it fades back into the sort of orange and then goes back into the tiger striping. Just absolutely beautiful. But of course, we can't know for sure how wonderful this is until we look at the original RAM, which was also an exclusive Target release, which is kind of lame. So notice this. Sorry, let me get them in the frame a little bit better there. We've got the old G.I. Joe logo on this one and something a little different on that first RAM. So I do like seeing that. And the Tiger Force logo is nice. Obviously, the tiger painting is different. The American flag is turned the other way from this one. Sculpt-wise, obviously, these are identical. Oh, okay, so we do have the G.I. Joe logo on the original RAM. It's just on the other side. And then we've got the toolkit, designation. You know what? The original RAM's awesome. I mentioned it being monochromatic, but it really is great. I mean, this is still an awesome vehicle. Looks cool. All right. So, but this, I mean, look, this is a toy. This thing looks spectacular. Let's take a look at all of the accessories in our footlocker. I do love people have kind of made light of it, and I get it. But I love these little printed pouches that Hasbro decided to put everything in. I think they're great. It's really neat to open this up and see our Joe and Cobra logos on these. All right, so we've just got cardboard holders in there. Put that to the side. Just always be thorough when you're dumping these out. Just make sure there are no little tiny pieces left behind that you end up throwing away. All right. Oh, look, there are the binoculars. All in black this time. I don't believe there was any paint on the original binoculars. No, there's not. Just one color. Duke's pistol, which is all black with no paint, which is different because the original one did have some paint on it. You can see it's got that gold detail. And that was, one of the things that was so great about this Duke is that the paint on his accessories, like how much there was. This Duke, okay, wait just a minute. Does he comes with Stalker's rifle, which is more accurate because Duke and Stalker had the same rifle. That's pretty cool. I like that. And they can, I don't know what they would paint on this. I don't really want wear on it, so I don't want the silver or gunmetal dry brush. So really the all black is good, and I know people wouldn't have wanted it to be green like the original Duke. So nice job, looks good. Well, and I don't know what color Tiger Force Duke's rifle was. It might have been black. The backpack has the shovel painted and is more of a drab green. I'm considering swapping the backpacks on these guys because this brighter green might look better with Tiger Force Duke. We'll see. And then this might be a little tricky to get opened. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. You've got the big old cannon with Tiger Force printed on it, by the way. That makes up the sidecar. That kind of defines the RAM. So that all just clips together, makes a cool piece, and the cannon, obviously, as we just saw, is removable, so it can be used by one of the Classified Series figures. But it all just pops together really neatly. This part does actually spin, which is nice. And then the pegs are just engineered perfectly, so they just peg right in and stay put. Be careful doing that, because that is, you can see sort of a thinner piece that it pegs into, so just be careful how you apply force to your toys. is all I'm saying. So there you go. You have the Tiger Force Ram and the regular Ram, and I think they are both 100% worth having. You can see a little less deco. Well, no tampos on this one like the original has. I don't care. Doesn't bother me a bit. I just love these colors. These colors look great, and I get it, they're not real military, but I never loved G.I. Joe because it was real military. I loved it because it took military themes and made them fun and accessible and interesting. Look at the difference in the gloss on the seat and on the windscreen. Do you even call that a windscreen? I mean, it's not keeping wind out of anybody's face. But the front portion, this one doesn't even look like it's translucent at all, as opposed to the original, that it very clearly is. This one looks like it's just glossy black, which is cool. It looks great. And the seat is also glossier. For no real reason, just is. Just an aesthetic difference that makes it, even more a little bit different from the original. You've got that same translucent headlamp. Same on the tail light. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so the tail light is translucent on the original. On this one, it's just straight up red plastic, which is fine. It doesn't bother me a bit. So there are your differences. Let's get Duke set up here. See how well his... the backpack fits on this Duke a lot better than it does on the original. Look at that. That backpack is staying put. So that answers that question, is I'm probably going to leave this backpack on this guy. Very nice. I like that. The binoculars, we're going to peg right onto his belt there. And there actually is a little mushroom top on the peg, so those do stay put nicely. And then finally, get that pistol in the holster. And this is all stuff we've seen before. It all interacts the same way. And then finally, Duke's look at that. Good figure. I like it. Nice job. Just needs a little paint on the belt buckle there, maybe. Tiger Force Ram and Duke. I love it. I can't wait for more Tiger Force and Python Patrol figures. And I will be reviewing them here. So like, subscribe, share, tell us what you think about this figure, what you think about Tiger Force and Python Patrol. Thank you for watching, and as always, yo, Joe!
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.